Let's get into some shape. Hi, folks. Welcome to Apocalyptic, and thank you for joining me. I am Rick, and I will be hanging out with you just for a little while here on this podcast. You know, I thought I was going to get one in on Monday. I really did, and that was my plan. You know, I should just say I've been talking about it. I did shut my gallery down finally. Last week was brutal. I couldn't do a single show last week. I thought I was going to get one in. Couldn't even get one in last week. Not one. And then got most of it taken care of. It took a little longer to get all the stuff out that I thought I was going to take. And so I had planned to do a Monday show. And really, schedule-wise, I could have possibly worked it in. I was trying to. And then it got later and later, and I couldn't do it. I had to kind of put it off until Tuesday. I thought, well, I'll do Tuesday, and Tuesday just didn't happen. And then here we are. Now it's Friday, doing a Friday show. I don't do a lot of Friday shows, but from now on, I should be able to get 2 in a week. This is just crazy. So let me just tell you again, I closed down my gallery. So what has to happen? It's business, you know, it's an actual physical gallery. So a lot of the art that is in the gallery belonged to other artists. They came in, picked up their art, took it home. But there was a lot of art that belongs to me. A lot of art that belongs to me. And then the exhibit that was happening this month was my father-in-law, my wife's dad's stuff. And so there was a lot of sculpture, a lot of paintings that was in that actually belongs to us. So my stuff and then that stuff had to come home. And then everything from my studio and then everything in the gallery, just like fixtures, you know, any kind of podiums, desks, anything, physical things, easels, supplies, art stuff, paint, office supplies, tools, everything has to come home. So, you know, we don't have a huge house. We got a regular house, and there was already stuff in it. And then we have to bring in an art gallery full of stuff into the house. So have you watched that show, The Hoarders, you know, where they go in and they look, there's like people that just like trash and junk in their house filled up to, I don't know, waist high in every room. That's what my house looks like. Right now, that's what my house looks like. And we had to bring everything in. Several carloads, just bring it in and just put it in the living room and pile it up. And then we had to move. The living room wouldn't hold everything. We had to put in bedrooms. We had to put in guest rooms. We had to put my studio right here. I'm surrounded by stuff. You can't get around. You have to like try to squeeze in between things. So that's that. And that was what was going on Mondays. I had to clear stuff out, and I just had to open boxes and take stuff out and move things and try to make room so we could at least just move around in this house. It's insane. And that's going to be going on for a while. I have been able to put some stuff away. We don't have a lot of storage in our house. So we're having a giant yard sale. I believe this is going to be the biggest yard sale. Number one, biggest yard sale I've ever had, ever in my life. And number two, the biggest yard sale I've ever seen and been to as far as like a one-family yard sale. It's going to be like a store. We have so much crap. We were already going to have a yard sale to get rid of stuff, and we were piling stuff up, things that we just don't need anymore, things from our storage. We were doing that, and then with the gallery, now we got all the gallery stuff. It's insane. It's huge. So much junk. It's good junk though. I think it's gonna be stuff people want, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff. We have new stuff, but we just don't have room for it. So it's going to be an interesting yard sale. So we're going to do that. Not this weekend, next weekend, weather permitting. And we'll just have so much stuff to get rid of. And that's going to be a big help. That'll get rid of a lot of stuff. Oh, it's big. It's huge. So I'm looking for other galleries, other locations to sell art, to take art. That'll be helpful if I can get that. And then other stuff's just going to have to go in storage to put things in. But it's, it's hard. Move it. And there wasn't a whole lot of stuff, but it was a gallery full. And you're just not used to bringing that kind of stuff into your own house. So now that's what we've done. And so we have a lot of pets, several pets, 5 pets, 3 cats, 2 dogs, 1 dog. We actually adopted a couple years ago, and he came from a hoarder house. He came from a hoarder situation, and he's been very nervous in this situation because we went from like wide open spaces to suddenly you can't move. So I think he feels like he's back at that old place, or that we're turning it into, I don't know, but he seems very anxious. He doesn't feel comfortable. And then this weekend, 4th of July, this dog is very, very anxious when it comes to fireworks. Does not like fireworks. He spent a lot of his time under the couch, under the chair, hiding. He squeezes under there. I don't know how he does it, but he'll squeeze under there. He's a medium-sized dog, but he'll get under that small space, and he just hides under there, stays. Chunky little dog. So, yeah, that was an eventful weekend. This weekend, this is like my first weekend in 2 years I've just had off. I don't have to do anything. I'm getting used to that kind of schedule of just like not going into work. So for a while, my full-time job is getting my house back together, trying to get rid of stuff, store stuff, put things away, pack things up. It's insane. Today I was in my studio trying to move things, and that moment where you just like, this is impossible. I don't know it's like a puzzle. It's like, this puzzle's not going to work. These pieces don't fit. And that's where I kind of am. I'm getting a little bit anxious myself, trying to fit things in. I don't know. Is it a problem you have? Is it a problem you want? A lot of stuff can get rid of. A lot of stuff won't get rid of, but I've got to figure out what to do with stuff. It can't just stay in my house. It's got to pack up. It's got to move. It's got to store, right? But this weekend, I'm going to go see a movie. I don't know when the last time I actually went to a theater to see a movie. It's got to have been 4 or 5 years. I always want to do it. Some movie will come along. I think the last movie, Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, we wanted to see that in the theater on the big screen. That's one of those movies you got to see on the big screen. But I love seeing movies at the theater, movie theater, but I don't have the time. Haven't had the time. So this is my first weekend off. My wife and I get to have dates. So we got a date on a movie date on Saturday, and then we have a brunch day on Sunday. My weekend is packed now. This is great. I haven't been able to do this, and now I can. It's going to be so much fun. And then next week's the big yard sale. So my weekends are already filling up. By the way, come to my yard sale. There's a lot of stuff you might want. And it's going to be cheap. We just got to get rid of stuff. It's not a matter of, we're not trying to make tons and tons of money. We just got to get rid of things. Got a new phone. That's something else I don't really like, because I'm kind of a hoarder with my phone. I have, last time I checked, I have 15,000 photos on my phone. 15,000. I rarely delete photos. I take a lot of photos. Number one, I like photography, and I like to just take pictures. But number two, I do a lot of references. I'm an artist, and I like to take references. And then I have several businesses. I take pictures of, like at gallery events, I would take pictures. When I would do murals, I would take pictures. And then these pictures, like in progress pictures. And I save stuff off the internet for references, a lot of color swatches, just crazy, all kinds of stuff. And then every pet has 50,000 pictures of each pet. It just piles up and piles up. So that's another thing I got to do. My life is not manageable. Seriously, I'm just out of, I'm trying to get in this mentality of realizing that I'm on the last part of my life, right? And I don't feel like I'm old. I'm not old. I'm not ancient. But I don't think I can't live as long. Well, I probably won't live as long in the future as I've lived already. Okay? I would be the oldest person ever to live if that happened. So that's not going to happen. So I'm on the down slope. I'm speeding. When you go downhill, you're speeding. So that's where I am. So it's time to start clearing things out. Otherwise, someone else is going to do it. I don't want to leave my wife with this stuff to do things with. So I got to start cleaning it out. Getting rid of papers, books. I don't want to get rid of books. Just things, pieces of whatever. Just don't need it anymore. And then my phone, I have to clear that out. And that's easy because, when I'm gone, somebody just pushes a button and all that stuff's deleted. No one needs it. Just me. I don't know why I consider it valuable, but I do. That's my life. I collect. I like to collect. I like to collect things, but I'm learning to get rid of things, look at things and not consider it valuable just because I've had it for long. And that's always been my problem. I was like, I've had this for 20 years. I can't throw it away now. It's raining right now. I don't know if we'll have a power failure. It's been raining all week, and the power likes to just go really quick, just flash on, flash back off, really fast. And then just enough to lose internet, to lose power. It could happen. I don't know. If it breaks here in the middle, that's what's going to happen. But we have thunder. My dog doesn't like thunder either. He doesn't like any kind of noises. I don't know how that works. That's a nature thing. What do dogs in the wild do that don't like thunder? They just go hide under a tree or a bush or a rock, or I don't know. They shouldn't be afraid of thunder. I understand the firework part of it. Anyway, I'm not here to ponder the universe. I'm not. I'm here to do a podcast, and I feel a little rusty today because it's been a while. It's been over a week. It's the longest break I've done in a while. So get back on it, and you could get back on it. You know why? Because I have a listener line, 678-348-0008. Remember that number, because you could call it and leave a message that I'll put on the podcast, or text it. You might want to start with a text, do a couple of texts, and then go, oh, that's not so bad, and then leave a message. Put it on the show. Tell me your opinion about things. I like to hear. Here's my opinion about something that's going on right now. I just joined the new social media app, Threads. Have you done this? It's growing fast, like wild, like that fire in Canada. Just like it's taken off. I was on Twitter for a long time. I never really liked Twitter, and I probably won't end up liking this once everybody in the world gets on it. It just becomes Twitter was a very toxic environment, I thought, and this will probably become the same thing, I guess. But right now it's fun, and I like that everything, even if there's something you don't like, it scrolls off quickly, pretty quick. And it's short, quick. You just do little things. You can do some jokes. What I used to do on Twitter is I would load my followers up with stand-up comics. And then it was just like going to a concert. You just read joke after joke. It was a lot of fun. But I'm sick of Facebook, so I'm trying the Threads for a while. If you want to follow me on Threads, I'm there. Apocalyptic Podcast. Look me up. Apocalyptic with an E. Apocalyptic Podcast. My lips aren't working today. You can follow the podcast if you want, or you can follow me personally, Rick Baldwin Official. I'm there. One of those two, or both of the two. There's no rules. You could follow both. I don't usually do double posting, like the same thing. If a show comes out, I probably will. I'll post that on both. And maybe others. But yeah, come out and follow. It's been fun so far. Good way to say hi to everybody. So now Facebook. Oh, whoa, thank you. Sorry. Whew. Some allergies. See, I got my coffee today. That's the thing. You stop talking for a week. It gets hard to get back on it. On the Facebook, on the Instagram, and now on the Threads. Follow anywhere there that you would like to follow. If you feel like it. I don't know. I know it's just inevitable that it's just going to become, it's already kind of, there's some things about it I don't like, but it's okay. I kind of done some things on this one that I refuse to do on the others. I've sort of opened up the privacy things just a little more, notifications and people I don't know and things like that. But just as soon as you do, you start getting messages from people that you don't care about. They're trying to redirect you to porn sites or spam sites or phishing sites, whatever. But it's not too bad right now. So check it out. Follow me if you want. Call the listener line and then also email rick@apocalyptic.com. Send me email if you'd like to communicate with me on the show. Give me some suggestions. I got to get back in the swing of things. I'm going to be doing 2 shows again, Mondays, Thursdays. We'll be back on a regular schedule for the most part. There might be some breaks. Okay, let's see. I have a topic I want to get into, but I'm trying to decide if I want to do it today. I might just cut the show short today. What do you think? Should I? Let's don't get too far into it. Let's don't ask for too much. All right? We'll kind of slide into it a little bit. Let me talk about my new phone. I have a new phone, iPhone, and it's bigger. I can see. That's important. When you get to be my age, I can see. I had a little baby phone, little tiny phone. It was just all that was available at the time when I was buying a phone 3 years ago. And I didn't really want to get it, but it was there. And I was just like, okay, let's go for it. And I've regretted it ever since. And so my wife and I have been talking about combining our plans. So we got married. She was T-Mobile. I was Verizon. I was just pretty happy with Verizon. She didn't care for T-Mobile too much because she could never make a call. Every call dropped. So she was always talking about switching. I didn't particularly want to switch, but we got a deal. And so we decided to bundle. And what happened is bundling our services, and then we have internet and what's the other thing? TV and internet with the same company that we get our phones from. So altogether, we're going to be saving over $150 a month. And that's awesome. That's worth doing. It's like getting a free phone. So we're doing that. And I get my new phone. I'm upgraded. And I can see because it's a big phone. It's much bigger. Oh man, I can't even believe that that's even something that I need anymore. But yeah, so I'm able to watch videos and sit up all night and don't go to sleep on my new phone. So it's a good time to send me an email. It's a good time to communicate with me on Threads. It's a good time to just say hi on my new phone. And that's where I'm going to go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to talk about. I have an interesting thing I want to talk about on Monday. So I'm going to just save it for Monday. And then I'm going to try to arrange a guest for Thursday. Would that be good? Are you up for that? Are you okay with a Thursday guest? It's been a while since I've had a guest on the show, but now I can do it. So that's the plans. We'll try to do a Thursday guest. I have a show Monday, which I'm going to talk about something that I was going to talk about today. And we're going to have a short show today. It was a good show, though, wasn't it? I think it was all right. All right. They're going to get better. I got to polish them up a little bit.